I'm having the devil on my shoulder, which is my partner. This was like a random call at like 2 in the morning. Woke me up out of my sleep. My mans was up and he like passed me my phone. It was just this random number and I didn't know who this person was. And me and my man started going back and forth. Like we was having like, I wanna say almost an argument. What's up, Tokyo babes? It's your girl, Pink Tokyo, and we are back at it again with another motherfucking video. Okay, y'all. So, y'all, I have like a little quick little story time, just a little vent session while I do my hair. Y'all already know once this towel is on, I'm doing a retwist. I'm doing something different to my hair styles because your girl tired of looking like a bum. I'm tired of wearing my hair in buns, all that. First of all, do y'all see how pregnancy is treating me? Look how long my hair is. Sus. My hair about to touch my ass. Sus, don't do that. Before we even get into it, if you're new to this channel, make sure that you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you drop them comments. Make sure you follow me on all of my social medias, linked down in the description box, sus. And yeah. So yesterday I had something very, very strange happen at 1:50 in the morning. I had a random call from this person who called me and said, can I send $20 back? Random person. I don't have this person in my contacts. I don't know this person from a can of paint. So they ended up explaining to me how they accidentally sent me $20 on Apple Pay and how their friend's number is exactly the same as mine. It's just one digit off at the end, right? Say my number is like 8678 and their friend number is 8672. So he accidentally pressed the wrong number and sent $20 to the wrong number. So I was like, oh shit. So y'all already know your girl quit her job. Your girl, I don't want to say I'm down bad. Like, I'm blessed and highly favored. So I never want to say that I'm down bad. Never want to say that I'm really hitting rock bottom, even though it be feeling like that, because like so many foreign changes are happening in my life. And it's like I'm stepping into foreign territory, like unknown territory for the first time ever in my life. Well, maybe not the first time ever, but the first time ever in my adulthood by myself, like where I have to control this narrative, right? So I'm thinking, originally, when you down bad, especially in this economy, any little thing helps, right? Oh, it's so hard to multitask and talk to you guys. So let me try to like do that. Basically in this economy, anything and everything helps. Like $20, to me, $20 don't even go a long way anymore. $20 right now is like $5. Like I literally probably would have used $20 just to fill up my gas tank. It would have been in my account and out of my account. So the guy, they told me, they was like, please, like, can you please send that back? I'm like, at first I didn't see it because I'm like, who is this? Like, are y'all trying to scam me? Like, what's going on? I ended up seeing that he actually texted me before he called. And he was like, I accidentally sent this money to you. Can you please send it back? So this is where my moral stepped in. Okay, I know people will do different things than what I did. And I ended up sending the money back, right? So I was contemplating, is this a scam? Is this like a random person trying to scam people on Apple Pay? If I send this money back, even though the money was in my Apple Pay, it didn't even go into my account. Are they gonna somehow have access to my account? Like, that's what I was thinking last night before sending it. So like I was contemplating with myself on whether I want to send it back or just keep it for probably like 20 minutes. I'm not gonna hold you. Hold on. Let me create this part, y'all. Hold on. Basically, damn it, I should probably moisturize my hair first. All of that for no reason. Okay, on my hair, I'm using Lock Bay. If y'all know Charmaine from Black Ink Crew Chicago, she sent this to me. That's like a little big flex. Charmaine from Black Ink actually sent this to me. So big flex, big flex. But anyway, it's the small wins that count, right? So that's what I'm actually gonna moisturize my hair with. My hair needs some TLC. So I'm back. Okay, so it took me like 20 minutes to contemplate on whether I wanted to send it back. I was thinking about all of the things that I could do with this measly $20, this random 20 that just hit my Apple Pay account. And I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, my mom didn't raise me like that. My mom raised me to, if somebody dropped $20 on the floor and I seen the person who dropped it, I'm not gonna go ahead and pick it up and keep it for myself. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest and tell that person, hey, you dropped $20. And my mom always taught me that, you know, you could pass up on $20 and did the right thing. You can get blessed with $200 or $2,000 or an even bigger blessing that's worth so much more than $20. So that is what was going on back and forth in my mind, right? And y'all know that I'm expecting a baby soon. And I was going back and forth because I'm like, okay, whew, girl, I'm out of breath. Like my lungs are sitting up here. It's not even where it used to be anymore. Hold on. Okay, I'm not even gonna cap to y'all. I put on a little bit of lip gloss because your girl is looking crusty and I'm tired of looking like that, okay? Anyway, I'm like getting so off topic. Okay, so back to what we were saying. So, you know, y'all, I'm about to become a mother, right? A whole mother out here. And thinking to myself, parenthood starts right now while the baby is in my belly. And how I think now needs to start to change. Like if I'm not thinking it the right way, I need to start thinking now. I need to start thinking as if this kid is already here, as if this baby is already here, right? I need to start figuring out what type of parent I want to be. What would I have taught my baby in a situation like this? So I immediately started thinking about what my mom taught me growing up. And like I just told you guys, with the whole $20, you may get blessed with something that's worth so much more than $20 just because you did the right thing. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna send it back. But the only reason why it would really made me, because I would have sent it back regardless, but what honestly made me kind of contemplate, not just being like, I don't want to say the selfish part or the greed or whatever. I want to say it's because I just didn't want my bank account to be hacked from like, cause like this was like a random call at like 2 in the morning, woke me up out of my sleep. My man's was up and he like passed me my phone. It was just this random number and I didn't know who this person was. I started thinking about, you know, there's a lot of people going through stuff. And of course, like my man's was talking about, oh, well, just keep the money, you know, keep the money. It's probably weed money. It's probably like smoke money, whatever. And he's like, you know, man, just a dog eat dog world. Basically, that's what he was saying. He was like, man, you better than me. Shit, I would have kept the money, da da da. So I'm like, okay, of course your partner or whatever can influence you to do things. And honestly, I don't want y'all to think that he's a bad guy, because he's not. He's a really good guy, you know what I mean? He just had a lot of situations happen to where he was taken advantage of, and that's just how he thinks now. It's like you gotta look after yourself in this world. But in the midst of all of this, I was thinking about, because me and him was going back and forth. I was like, listen, I don't think I could keep this money. Like I wouldn't feel right. And in the midst of all this, I was thinking about how people in this world, is not enough good people in this world. There's so many dog eat dog or look after yourself, you know, forget about the other person type energy. It's already enough of that. And I feel like I was put on this earth to spread some type of kindness or some type of hope to other people. Like I feel like I was put on this earth to possibly shed light in such a dark world, you know, because I'm an honest person. I have integrity, and I don't even think about the word integrity when I'm doing something. It's just how I am. Like my morals are aligned a certain way. And you know, maybe he would have kept that 20 or whatever, right? He would have kept the 20, probably would have spent it on whatever, but the 20 would have been gone. Like I'm thinking, even though of course you guys know my situation, and if you don't, go ahead and watch my videos. I don't know if I'll remember to link it, but watch a few of my videos if you're new to the channel, and you'll see I'm pregnant, unemployed. Well, partially unemployed, because I have like a little side hustle that I do. But you know, things have changed for me. And I was just thinking how $20 ain't finna get me to nowhere. $20 ain't finna get me to point A to point B. Well, maybe you probably would have did it with the gas, but you see what I'm saying? It's not gonna last. $20 is not gonna help my situation. And that $20 could have been that person's last. Whether we don't know what he was using it for. Obviously, anybody would think, you know, when you send in $20 or $5 or whatever, you would think it's for like some weed or something, but you just don't know, because we're putting a narrative on this person's situation. You don't know if that person had a bad day, You don't know if that was his last. You don't know if he was trying to send money to his mom or his sister or try to help somebody else out. Me doing that, I felt so much better just sending it back. And like I said, it was really just, I didn't want these people to hack my bank account if that was a thing. But my man's, because I barely use Apple Pay and I barely use Cash App. So like when people ask me for $5 like out of the blue and we don't know each other like that, I'm probably gonna say no. Because if we don't know each other, so what you trying to do to my bank account? I said this before. Like, what you trying to do to my shit? So that's just how I think, you know what I mean? And that's what made me, I would have sent it back in a heartbeat if it wasn't a stranger. And some people be like, oh no, I would have kept the money, so it's like, that's their fault. But you know, accidents happen. And I've had accidents, so many accidents that happen financially lately with me personally, that I'm like, damn, I wish that somebody would have gave me grace. Or I wish them fees would have just canceled out because I made an accident. Like this happened to me recently. We're human, we make mistakes. And for that person to even like text me and call me, because they could have just sent 20 on Cash App, just texted me and say, hey, can you send this back? And never called. But I think what made me be like, damn, like they probably really need that 20. It's probably legit, like they probably legit sent this on accident. And the fact that that person called me at 2 in the morning, hoping that, you know, because I'm pretty sure that person on the other line was like, damn, I may not get this shit back. I felt good giving it back. And I thought about like, what would I would have taught my baby? Almost at the gender, so listen, that gender reveal coming soon because this getting out of hand. I'm gonna have to repeat it. If they were here to comprehend what was going on, what would mommy do? How am I going to teach this situation? And me and my man started going back and forth. Like we was having like, I want to say almost an argument or like a debate. I want to say a debate because we don't have arguments. It's really like, what would you do type situation. And he's saying, you know, like I said, he was saying
how it's a dog-eat-dog world. You know how many people would have took that money and just, you know, that's his fault for sending. He should have paid attention.
I was like, well, what are we gonna teach our kids? What are we gonna teach our child, bruh? Like, I don't want my baby to be in school scamming folks or getting over on people. I want my child to, of course, know when to say yes, when to say no. Like, if you feel it in your spirit to do something, do it. And in my spirit says send the money back. Like, if they try to hack you or whatever, shame on them. You know what I mean? Shame on them. I just go through the whole dispute situation and whatever. Like, by the way, they didn't hack me. It was legit. I sent this 20 back, nothing else. Nothing came out of my personal account because like I said, it was on Apple Pay. I barely use Apple Pay, so I still be trying to figure out how it works. So yeah, it was obviously legit. So I felt good. I'm glad I followed my gut. When that happened, we was just talking and I'm like, listen, you know, you're my partner and stuff, and you know, we influence each other heavy. That was one thing I was not gonna be influenced, was to do the wrong thing, because the right thing was already in front of my face. It was already in front of my face, like my gut was telling me, sis, this person, you don't know this person from a can of paint. They don't know you. You don't know their situation. Their situation could be worse than yours. Send the money back. I'm having the devil on my shoulder, which is my partner. Because sometimes it could be the people that's closest to you. And I'm not throwing any shade towards him, because like I said, he's an amazing person. He just been through some other shit that I just probably can't relate to. I don't let people do that. I don't let people run over on me anymore. Because as a kid, yeah, like as a kid probably, but as an adult, like I pick up on shit fairly quick. His morals were aligned differently than me because based off of his experiences. But I told him, I said, listen, my mom raised me a certain way, and this is probably why my mans love me, okay? This is probably why he loved me, you know, because I am who I am. I was like, I can't keep it, bro. It wouldn't feel right. I wouldn't even feel right keeping the 20. I wouldn't even feel right. I wouldn't even feel right when I spend it. It wasn't for me, you know what I mean? Like if it was a random person that sent 20 or whatever and they didn't ask for it back, oh yeah, I'm keeping it. In the midst of all that, because my partner also have, I want to say different, I don't know how to explain this. My partner grew up in a different religious household than I did. Like we grew up differently when it comes to spirituality and religion and all that stuff. So he has his very strong point of views or perspectives about religion, about God and all this stuff. And I have my own, right? Because I was raised differently than him. But at the same time, me and him still align spiritually. We started getting into the conversation about God. I told him, listen, that $20 is probably a test. that $20 is probably a test to see what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do? And later on, if I pass the test, which is sending it back, I might be blessed for something bigger. And you may not see the blessing right then and there, but I might have favor over something. It's like, I feel like it was a test. I feel like it was definitely a test, y'all. Like, I feel like God was testing me because he probably had something bigger behind the door if I just did the right thing. And my mans didn't quite understand that. He didn't understand, like, he's like, okay, so what blessing you finna get? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I believe in good karma. I believe in blessings. He's like, oh, well, count your blessings. He's like, tell me three blessings right now. It don't take much to list some shit. The fact that I'm here breathing, talking to you is a blessing. The fact that we are in a space that we once wanted to live in a year ago and we didn't know how it was possible is a blessing. The fact that we have a child on the way and they're healthy with no complications so far is a blessing. Like, I feel blessed. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be, blessings doesn't always have to come in financials. It doesn't always show up when you think you need it. It doesn't always show up when you feel like you want it or when you feel like you need it. It shows up right on time. So I'm a firm believer of that. And we just was going back and forth about this $20. And I was really starting to get mad because I'm like, bro, we're about to have a kid together. We need to get our morals and priorities on the same page, because you're not finna sit here and raise my kid to be a fucking scammer or to be this like con artist in school and growing up to be that person. I don't want my child to be like that. I want my child to have good morals, be a good person, be a light in this world that is needed, because there's not enough lights. There's not enough people who are lights in this world. People are looking to use and they are looking to take in this world. Like, you give them one inch, y'all, one opening. People are looking for an opening to use you. And I'm not finna sit here and raise another freaking user. There's enough of that out here, enough evil in the world, enough people who are willing to take advantage or worry about themselves or be selfish. There's already enough of that. The world is so fucked up, people don't even want to say hi anymore. Like, you walk past somebody, what happened to, hey, how you doing? People don't even want to do that. People are like so consumed in their own bubble that they don't give a fuck about the next person. That's the problem. People don't do kind stuff anymore. People are not genuine anymore. So if I can be that one person, and if I can raise a whole nother person to be genuine and to be like a person that somebody is like, damn, that made my day. I probably made that man's day by sending that shit back. He's probably like, damn, that person actually sent it back. Whatever it was used for, it ain't none of my business. It's none of my business whatever he used it for. Like, it's not mine. It wasn't mine to have. It wasn't a blessing to me. And I don't want nothing that's no blessing, baby. I don't want nothing that's just gonna fall in my lap and I'm taking advantage. That just don't sit right with me. And I don't see how people can really sit there and do that. Like, somebody could literally drop $100 on the floor and you know who dropped it, and they probably legit needed that money. That could have been rent money, that could have been something that somebody gave them. You just don't know. Like, and people will literally be like, oh shit, I'm about to get mine, take it and go. Like, come on, like that. I don't see how people can feel good with doing that shit. And I get it. Some people in the comments are gonna be like, oh, well, you gotta look after yourself, da da da. I get it, sis. I get it. It's a doggy dog world. And I'm not saying to let people roll over you or to miss out on opportunities or whatever. I'm not saying that. But it's certain opportunities that you just gotta be honest with. There's certain opportunities that's not meant for you. It could be a test. Because if I had taken that $20, best believe karma probably gonna happen to me, where somebody either gonna for real hack my account, or some shit gonna happen out there. I might drop a $20 on the floor and I'd miss out. I don't want none of that. I'm good. So even if I don't see my blessing or my good karma right now, best believe it's gonna come in another way, some shape or form. Whether I get favor in some way, which I get favor. It'd be like the littlest stuff that matters. Like, you have people who be like, I got you, I'll take care of it. You know what I mean? It just comes in all shapes and forms. People think that blessings come in a money form, or it will come in different forms. You just have to know when to recognize it. And it's all about how you want to perceive it. If you want to be like, oh, you know what? I just got paid this $200 extra because I remember a few months ago I did such and such. You can put two and two together. It's all about what you make it. In my conscious, the last thing that I want to think about is something bad happening to me. And I think back a few months and I'm like, damn, this is probably happening because I did this. Because I took the $20 and I was selfish and I didn't give it back to that person who probably actually needed it. It's that person's money, it ain't mine. They politely asked, they was kind. Like if they was rude and nasty on the phone, I would be like, you have to learn how to be human again. People are so like robots, no feelings. People don't have no empathy, sympathy for each other anymore. And there's certain people that you have to know when to cut it off, when to have sympathy, when to have empathy. I'm getting into it so much, y'all. My hair drying up from this damn spray. You just gotta know when to say yes and no. And that's what I want to teach my kid. So kudos to my kid, to my child. Because if I was out here just, not preggers, not thinking about the next generation that I am going to contribute to raising, I probably would have took that damn 20. I ain't gonna hold you. If I was in college, and them college days be a little rough. I probably would have kept 20. I ain't gonna hold you. But it's just the fact that I'm about to be a role model for a human being, for a little one who's going to observe every single thing that I do as a kid. You don't realize, as a kid, as a teenager, you don't realize how much you pick up from your parents. You don't realize how much you learn from your family and friends around you. Like you soak up stuff like a sponge for real. Because when you become an adult, you realize the trauma that you have endured that affects you now in adulthood, that now you have to try and fix and heal. You realize trauma that you've been through. You just like stuff that happens as a kid, you just realize a lot as an adult. And some people heal faster than others. Some people heal slower than others. I don't want to contribute to my baby's lack in society and contribute to delinquency, if that makes sense, y'all. Like, I don't want to contribute to that. I'm good. I'd rather raise a good human being who has a good head on their shoulders, who's confident, who knows what they want, who's sure of themselves. That's what I want to raise. That's who I want to raise in a person. I want to raise someone who I feel like, damn, like if I came up to you on the street, I fuck with you. You a real one. You a genuine person. People can feel that, and people don't feel that enough. So I'm glad that I gave back that $20. What would you do? Would you have given back the $20 or would you have kept it for yourself? Drop down below. Drop down below. I feel good about my decision. Let me know what you guys would have done. I'm firm in my decision. I feel good. I feel confident in what I did. Drop down below. Did I do the right thing? I know I did. But anyway, y'all, that's my time. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my hair. And if y'all made it this far in the video, thank you guys for watching. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.